Right. Hello, everyone. Hello again, and welcome back to another YouTube video. As you can see, I've changed locations for this one. The lighting, I must say, is absolutely immaculate. It's a nice sunny day over here in the UK, and I'm sat next to a glass panel, and yeah, the lighting, I think, looks quite good. What do you think? But yeah, so today what we are discussing is the most recent poem that I've released, which is called Love. Very simply, it's called Love. And this poem is probably the the most emotionally charged and the most deepest poem that I've probably written in my life. And you will go on to see why as I discuss the poem and the context behind it. It was a very emotionally charged poem. Honestly, I can't believe that I wrote something like that. And the circumstances that led to writing it. And even just putting something like that out in the world. I'm surprised that I've done it because of how much I have bared myself, how much I have allowed the world to get to know some of the deepest parts of me and to get to know some parts of me which even I did not know existed. So, yeah, as you can imagine, it's been a bit of a whirlwind journey. But what I'll do first, I'll recite the poem. Now, my poems, there is available in the description, and you can also find my poems by following the links for my TikTok and my Instagram, which are on my bio. You can find all my poems there, which I've released. Go on, give it a follow. Why not? But yeah, so to recite the poem, so here we go. Are you ready? I think now you're ready. Here we go. If you've not heard from me, it means I'm fighting my demons, my low self worth, my lack of confidence, my inability to connect with those I love. I don't know why I'm like this. I don't know who to blame. Is it me? Is it those who raised me? I'm too old now to point my fingers elsewhere. There is nobody around me. It's just me hiding away in my bedroom. The world scares me. I do not have a place there. That is why I love to write. I can finally be me. I can finally speak. Are you listening to me? I just need some love. I don't think I've ever had any. Am I not deserving? Why else do I share my vulnerabilities? Why do I have to be this courageous? Don't you think I know what you're all thinking? He's lost his mind. He's finally tipped over the edge. No, I am finally ready to live. I am sick of pretending that we are all happy. Who are you living for? Your neighbor doesn't care. He is pretending just like you. The world has turned too cruel. Let's put a stop to this, please. I want to tell you I love you, even if you don't have the courage to tell me. Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment to appreciate that poem because my God, that was some absolute power shit. Pardon my French, but that was some absolute power shit. Oof. And yeah, it's taken me a few days just to calm myself from the emotions of that poem and the journey I've gone through to after releasing the poem, the journey that led to creating the poem. So where should we start? Let's start from the beginning of the week, as always. Let's start from Monday because that's where the week started and that is where this journey started. Today, if you're wondering, we're on Saturday, so it's 6 days. 6 days have gone on, and the journey of this poem, what a beautiful poem it is, what a beautiful journey it's been. And yeah, it's been ongoing for 6 days. I think it's coming to an end. Our state of consciousness is getting back to equilibrium, but yeah, we're still experiencing the butterflies a little bit. I love the butterflies. Right. So what led to this poem? So on Monday, Sunday night, I've gone to sleep, and Sunday night I'm feeling very happy, feeling very joyful, just happy about life. We're struggling along, we're strolling along, everything is going well. There's no complaints. And then Monday has come. So Monday, I was awoken by a phone call because I had some duties to attend to at 10 a.m. in the morning. So I was awoken at 9 a.m. I completely forgot about the duties. So I got out of bed quickly and attended to my duties. That took about an hour or so. And then I've come back home, and then I just wasn't feeling it. Honestly, on Monday, I'm just not feeling the day. And I've got a routine that I've been into for the last few months, as a very specific routine, and something in me just did not want to do it. And I know I try to be disciplined. I try my best to be disciplined, but sometimes my feelings and my emotions do overcome me. And I'm very glad that they did, because otherwise it would not have led to the creation of this poem. I know everybody says that to go against your feelings, but you know what I say? I say trust your feelings. Not every single time. Learn to trust the right feelings, because they will lead you to some. They will lead you to places of expansion, places to expand your consciousness, expand your sense of being. So sometimes our emotions are worth contemplating and dwelling on. Something for you to consider. So yeah, so Monday I'm just not feeling it. Honestly, I did not have the motivation, energy to do absolutely anything at all. I didn't want to hit the gym. I didn't want to work. So Monday, I think I tried. I tried to work. Did I hit the gym? I don't think I hit the gym. Did I take a cold plunge? I can't remember whether I did on Sunday. I did try to work in the evening, but yeah, I wasn't having it. My internal state was not having it, and my external state, the world was not having it as well, because I work as a food courier. There was traffic everywhere, and yeah, I just was not. I just didn't want to do it. So I came back home, got back in bed, still not feeling too good about myself. And then Tuesday came, the next day. So now I'm aware of these emotions, these feelings within me. And on Tuesday, I made a YouTube video. So that's titled 11:30 a.m. And there I am also talking about how I've been feeling. And I thought by talking about it, I would get rid of these thoughts and these emotions. But no, it didn't work. It didn't work, because after releasing that video, I felt better for a little while, a few hours, but then boom, I was back in that very dark place again. And then that went on for the rest of the day. Tuesday again, don't think I worked, don't think I did nothing. I was literally laying in bed, just scrolling all day. Wednesday, same again. I was just laying in bed, scrolling all day. No motivation, no energy to do absolutely anything at all. When I say anything, I mean absolutely. There is no energy to do literally anything at all. And moments like that, they lead me to an investigation of the self, investigation as to what has led me to this point. Why have I got here? And it's not an active investigation. These are just happenings that are going on in the background of my mind, in the background of my thoughts that I try to ignore, but they do not go away, because they need to be dealt with. And did I deal with them? Yes, I did, in a very emotional way, as you're about to find out. So from there, Wednesday, I spent the full day in bed, scrolling, doing absolutely nothing, sleeping. I must have had about 3, 4 naps, and just feeling apathetic. I would say apathetic is the right word, because there was no encouragement within me to do anything at all. Literally, when I say to do anything, I'm literally mean there's no encouragement. There's no encouragement to get out of bed, anything. So yeah, it was quite a bad state. I would describe it as a depressive state. I think I was in a depressive state for about 3 days. And then of course I'm aware that yes, I do need to get myself out of this, and I know that I will get myself out of it, because I've gone on that journey many times. And one of my friends, I was supposed to see one of my friends on Thursday, and I said to him, bro, I can't see you. I said I'm not up to it. And he said to me, whatever you're going through, you'll get out of it. You always do. And he's right. He knows me very well. Yeah, my friend knows me very well. And yeah, so it's something that I have experienced many times before, this state of mind. And yeah, so Wednesday night came. Wednesday night is where it all went down. It went down on Wednesday night. We got it cracking. My emotions, oh, they got it cracking, as you're about to find out. So Wednesday night, I'm just there scrolling on my phone. Must have hit about. I must have been scrolling for a few hours. I'll be honest with you. I'm just in a depletive state of mind, just like a zombie. And yeah, so I'm just scrolling, and then I've seen this video on YouTube. Now there's an influencer who's called Marlon. He's a streamer. He's getting dragged on the internet right now because yeah, he made a video which, yeah, he's just getting dragged on the internet for, where he pretended to disappear for 7 days. Don't know if you've seen it. It's quite funny. So he's made a video. It's called My Story, and it's literally his story from where he started, and he realized wanting to become a streamer, and then how he persevered to make it to where he is right now. And I watched it. Very inspiring, very inspirational. I left a comment there. I like to leave comments these days just to show love and support to the people, because I love the people. And the background music for that video was a song called Experience. Now it's I would describe it as classical music. Classical music is probably the right term. I'm just having a look on my phone to find the name of the composer, Ludovic. Wait, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. Ludovico Einaudi. Ludovico Einaudi. Yeah. So Experience is called. Highly recommend for you to listen to it. So I'm watching the video and listening to the music, and then I Shazam the song. That's how I found out the name of it. And then I got my earphones and I put my earphones in, and then I just lay in bed just listening to the song. And then now a few minutes have passed by, and this is where it gets a bit emotional, and this is why I was a bit hesitant to make this video, because of what I'm about to discuss. So a few minutes have gone by, and I don't know how this has happened, but the next thing I know, I'm in tears. I am in tears. My emotions have come flooding out, and I'm just thinking to myself, whoa, whoa, I'm experiencing it. We are the experiencer, and we are the observer at the same time. Have you ever noticed that? So I'm experiencing these emotions. I'm crying. I'm feeling very emotional, and I'm also thinking to myself, whoa, whoa, what's going on here? And yeah, so when emotions flood out, when emotions flood out, then what it leads to is, I feel like they take a life of their own, and they inspire ideas within. And certain thoughts came to me, and the thoughts that came to me is that, Farhan, you are a completely broken individual. You are broken from the inside, and you've never felt loved. These are the thoughts I was getting, was I am broken inside, and I have never felt truly loved. In some of my previous videos, I have mentioned safety, and I do not think I have experienced safety within myself. And because I have not experienced safety within myself, that also means that I have not experienced safety externally as well, because our external world is a representation of the internal world. So yeah, very, very, very emotional moment, and there was just a lot of thoughts spinning in my mind. I did not blame anyone for it. I did not blame those around me, my environment, my upbringing, and it was just a realization. It was a realization that we are all broken. It's not just me that's broken. Everybody is broken, and this is what makes life so beautiful. This is what makes life so much worth living, because we are all broken, but despite each and every one of us experiencing and having our own pains, we have the capacity, and we have the willingness to continue our journey in life, continue to fight for ourselves, to fight for what we believe in. And yeah, I'm getting them butterflies again. I can feel them emotions again as I relive the moment, because honestly, it was a very, very beautiful moment in my life, and it's still so fresh in my mind. It's so fresh in my life right now. And yeah, oof, what a moment it was. What a moment it was. This year there's been some very important dates in my life. There was May the 3rd. May the 3rd, I met a very, very beautiful woman called the Raven. I genuinely thought I was going to spend my life with this woman, but it didn't work out. May the 12th, I was relieved of my duties at my job. August the 20th, I I started my YouTube journey. I released my first YouTube video, and now October the 8th is when I came to the realization that I am a completely broken individual, and I feel like it's a long journey to be able to get to that place where I am fully confident within myself, fully confident with the person that I am, and where I can feel safe within myself rather than seeking any kind of safety, any kind of validation, any kind of love, any kind of acceptance externally before it can be before everything I've mentioned can be shown to me externally. I have to provide it to myself internally, and then it will be reflected in my external world. So yeah, and then yeah, so now I'm feeling very emotional. I'm in bed and I'm listening to the music. I'm crying. Honestly, I'm bawling my eyes out. It's the first time I've cried in 2 years. The last time I cried like that was when I first started writing poetry. I wrote a poem for my mother. I wrote a poem for my mother, and I translated the poem to my language, which is Urdu, to my mother. And as my mother read it, I started crying. All my emotions came flooding out. Now, that was 2 years ago. That was the last time I was truly in touch with my own emotions. And once I had composed this poem, I just absorbed everything. All these realizations are coming to me. And I've messaged my siblings first. I've messaged my siblings to say that I love you all. I've just had a very emotional moment, and I just want to tell you all that I love you. And I just had this urgency to go and give my mother a kiss. And it was very late at night. I thought my mother would be awake, but she was just nipping off to sleep. She was just she was just getting into that sleepful state. So I've gone downstairs, and then I've given her a kiss. And my mother, the next poem that I'm releasing is about my mother, and that is a relationship that I am aware that I need to repair, and it's up to me to repair that relationship, and I will try my best to repair that relationship. Because again, there's no blame. I'm not blaming anyone, but we are all on our own individual journeys in life, and we all have these moments and realizations where we have to overcome our insecurities. We have to overcome what broke us, and that is a relationship that I am working on repairing in my life. So I told my siblings I love them. I gave my mother a kiss for the first time in a long time. I'll be completely honest with you, for the first time in a long time. And from there, I the next day I messaged some of the closest people in my life, my friends, and I told them I love them. I told them I love them. I'm proud of them, and I told them that I'm sorry. A few of them are told I'm sorry that things have not been the same for the last 2 years, and they completely understood. They were very appreciative of the message. They showed me the love as well. They said we love you too. We're proud of you. And yeah, it was just a very emotional experience. The first 24 hours, very emotional experience. And you can see why. Look at the things that I'm discussing, why I was hesitant to make this video about what I had gone through. But I'm glad I have because it allows me to move forward. But yeah, now that I see myself as broken, it also allows me to see other people as broken, not in a negative way, but in a way that I can accept the faults of others. I can accept the flaws of others because I can accept my own flaws, and I can also accept my own imperfections, because nobody is perfect. And I feel like I may have been chasing that state of perfection, which is constantly programmed into us in this current day and age that we live in. That state of perfection is constantly programmed into us, whether it's through social media, whatever format it's through. Just that state of having everything, that just chasing, constantly chasing to get a certain lifestyle. But it's not the lifestyle. It's when you have a certain goal and you achieve it, then you have to gather yourself again and go for another goal, because there is no standing still in life. Life is constantly moving, life is constantly dancing, and you may be able to stand still for a little moment to celebrate your achievement, but then you have no choice but to get up and go again. You cannot rest on your laurels. So yeah, that's the story of this poem that I've released, which is called Love. Hmm. Yeah, the emotions are still fresh, they're still with me. But to anybody who's listening, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your energy. I just want to let you know that you are very loved. We are all loved, but we have to come to the realization that we are loved. And that first comes from loving yourself. Once you can learn to love yourself, then you can learn to love those around you. And that is being able to love those around you and being able to tell those around you that you love them is one of the most inspiring things that you can do in your life, because life is all about the people around us, our family, our friends. Whatever we are doing, that is a side quest. Whatever we are doing would not have any meaning if it was not for the people around us. So yeah, thank you very much for your time, your energy, and just remember, you are always loved. Take care.